I am Maya Marlette, and I am so excited to talk to Ann Liang, and we're going to talk about Never Thought I'd End Up Here. Ann, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be chatting about this book with you.
Leah's story starts when her disastrous Mandarin skills lead her to accidentally ruin her cousin's wedding. And you write so beautifully about language and translation. And it makes me wonder what appeals to you about writing a character who is reacquiring a language that they've forgotten.
I think as a writer, obviously, language is super important to me. I feel like being able to express myself and to be understood, it's more important than anything else. And so one of my biggest fears is also just not being able to express myself and communicate in the language that I want to. I have definitely had experiences where when I was younger and I moved to Australia and I started to forget my Chinese. And I would be like on the phone with my grandpa, and I would barely be able to reply to him. Like I would really just be like, yeah, and that was the extent of our conversations. The language was representative of something bigger to them. It was like this whole culture, this whole kind of world that was attached to like my family in China and everything. So then when we moved back to China again, I had to go through this process of like relearning the language. And then in doing so, it just made me realize like how much language like tied me to my family and tied me to my culture.
Most of your characters in your other books are like very driven, they have big dreams, they keep their eye on the prize. But we meet Leah after she is already burnt out. She has given up on that dream, she has kicked it to the curb. So, since that is a different direction for you, what made you want to tell Leah's story?
I love my ambitious girls. Like I love writing about, Sadie with my previous rom-com. She knew exactly what she wanted, right? She had this whole game plan. But I think for when you're in high school especially, right? It's also very common to have no idea exactly what you want to do. And it's this time when there's so much pressure from teachers and just people around you to have it all figured out and have this big, like, 5 year plan. And you're just trying to make decisions for your future self when you might not even know fully who you are, like your current self, right? I also just really wanted to show to readers that it's okay to be at a place where you don't know, and it's not like the story isn't meaningful just because you don't have that like grand epiphany about like exactly what you want to be. And you can just be like as you are, and you can be happy, and you can make these memories and have these experiences. If something doesn't make you happy anymore, like even if it used to make you happy, or even if that's what you thought you originally wanted, it's okay to change your mind.
The revenge element of this story feels so integral to it now, but it actually, didn't exist until the second draft. So I would love to know, what was your initial reaction to the suggestion to write a revenge story?
I remember when you made that suggestion of let's do a revenge arc, I was instantly like, yes, oh my God. Like, this is exactly what the story is missing. It made everything so much clearer. Like, it tied everything together from Leah's, like, her backstory and her whole dynamic with Cyrus. And so it added this layer of like tension to everything that she did. And it gave her something to like move towards, even if we'll see how the revenge story actually pans out in the end. Like, who knows? But it was nice just to also write about someone's villain arc. Like, she's not trying to be the super sweet, like forgiving angel throughout the book. She's
No, she is
mad.
mad.
He's very, very angry, and honestly, I think kind of rightfully so.
I loved editing this book with you, and I'm so excited for readers to pick it up. So thank you for talking to
Thank
me today, Anne.
you. I had the best time.